Okay, looks like virtually everybody's here. So let's start. Hi, my name's Eric. I'm from BabelQuest, and I'd like to welcome you to this short webinar. Mobile marketing, how do I start? Is to help you to find out if your business should be marketing to people on their mobiles, and if it should, how. So if you're a business owner or own the marketing budget for your business and are interested in marketing to your customers more effectively, then this session is for you. So let's have a look at what we'll cover in the next 10 minutes. At the end of the session, I want you to have all the information you need to answer the following 4 questions. Should I do mobile marketing? What can I do? How do I start? And when should I start? Now, because you're here, I'm going to assume that you believe that mobile might be important to you and that you should do something about it soon. But how soon? It's currently predicted that mobile traffic will overtake desktop traffic in 2014. So let's have a look at what that means. That's more than 50% of web traffic, email, instant messaging, and social media coming from mobiles within 2 years. Well, we believe that in many cases we're way past that tipping point already. The UK's own Office of National Statistics suggested we were already on our way past this point last year. You may be thinking, so what? It doesn't really apply to us. Why should my business spend more time and money marketing to people's mobiles? After all, they can find us from their desktops and they get our emails on their phones, so that'll do for now, won't it? But will it? The latest research into mobile users' behaviour found that 71% of smartphone users respond to advertising by searching for more information on their mobile. Yet, the same research discovered that 79% of those businesses advertising did not have a mobile-ready website. That's quite a gap. Now, those figures are from a survey across many different types of businesses. So here's how you find out what that gap is for your business. If you go and look at the analytics for your web traffic, and if you aren't mobile ready, you'll likely see a small figure, perhaps around 10% of your traffic coming from mobiles. So when it comes to your business, what I'm saying about these 70-odd% figures is wrong, right? Wrong. What's most likely to be happening is that the 10% aren't coming back, and a large number aren't coming at all because you're doing nothing to attract them. Yet these customers who you aren't attracting are more likely to read your message, more likely to respond to your advert, more likely to buy something, and more likely to come back and spend more money than they would on their desktop. I'll give you a minute to soak up those source quotes at the bottom of the page. Well, what's the big difference? It's often the same people we're marketing to, whether we do it on their computer or their phone, isn't it? Well, here's the difference. It's all about evolution. Computers evolved from machines, from typewriters and mainframes and other automation tools. They evolved from the need to automate a task. Mobiles evolved from the need to have a conversation. This is a lot more powerful. It's in our basic nature to communicate with other people. It's fundamental to our survival. We're driven by our own evolution to communicate with others. Our behaviour when we are communicating is very different from when we are focused on a task. So picture yourself sat at your computer. How responsive are you when you're buried in emails? If your inbox is anything like mine, I'm guessing you're pretty focused on getting through it and getting back to doing something more useful instead. Now picture yourself in conversation. How likely are you to respond to a new suggestion or idea? How likely are you to follow up a recommendation of a new restaurant, a useful business contact, a good book, or a money-off offer? This is why marketing to mobiles is so powerful. It's just about understanding how people work. When you pick your phone up to use the internet, you're more likely to be open-minded and looking for inspiration because it's there and it's instant. But if we go to our computer and turn it on, either now or later, during the time it takes to respond, we're most likely got back into task mode and we sit there ignoring the distractions and getting the job done. Now, which state would you prefer your customer to be in when they receive your message? I'm not claiming that this happens with everyone all the time, but it happens enough of the time, and the effect on your marketing is more than subtle. Remember, this is all still relatively new, but it doesn't take long for subtle changes to become mainstream when they work. What this amounts to is a fundamental change in the way we are using the internet. If the use, or to put it another way, the demand for services is changing, what does your business need to change to meet that demand? It's no longer about having a website that's a digital version of your company brochure. It's about engaging in conversation. When you search for a business on your mobile, you don't care how long they've been in business or what their credentials are. You want to talk to them, or find them, or request some information. What mobile does is help you get closer to that face-to-face interaction you have with your customers, like when they literally queue up to buy from you. So if you're beginning to think that there may be something in all of this, what should you do about it? What marketing can you do to mobiles? We're going to look at the 4 main ways to market to mobiles, and something that is consistent across all of them is that we're using technology to get people to do something. So there are 3 really important things we've got to keep in mind when we go through this. Start with people. Work out what you want them to do, that's the process piece. Then support it with technology. So let's take a look at these 4 main things. Apps. And everybody wants an app. And this is often the first thing people think of when it comes to mobile marketing, and rightly so, because apps are hot, they're new, and they provide really unique ways to engage massive amounts of people. But they shouldn't be the first thing on your list. You need to know a lot about your customers, and even more about your own business to be able to do a good job here. This can be an expensive place to learn what your customers like. Now, there's a debate in the technical community whether apps or mobile web is better, but we believe the argument is nonsense. They can look the same and do most of the same things, but that misses the point. Mobile web is fundamental. Remember the mobile gap? If you can't meet your customers on their mobiles, you could be missing more than half of your traffic. The most important thing for you to do next to your website is to go mobile. Increase the amount of traffic you can address first, then deliver what your customer wants quickly, and engage them in what you want them to do in as few clicks as possible. This isn't about doing less than your main website does, it's about doing the important things better. Whether you just need a mobile homepage to sit in front of your main site, or you want a fully responsive site including CRM integration, automated marketing, and m-commerce, we can provide that. Perhaps just as important to do, and this requires more imagination than you would think, is text messaging. There are some crucially important numbers you must know about text messaging. There are interesting numbers like 6.8 trillion were sent in 2011, or over 9.2 trillion will be sent in 2012. These numbers are big, but they're not as important as what I'm going to share with you now. Globally, 97.5% of text messages are read within 5 seconds. That's almost every message you send will be read within 5 seconds. And think about how you feel when you receive a text. Is it, oh no, another task? Or is it, hey, a conversation? There's no other communication medium that can do that. Nothing else comes close. Even calling someone on the phone won't get you that response rate consistently. But perhaps the most compelling reason why you should start texting your customers now is that 85% of UK businesses are unaware of how powerful SMS is. This is a real opportunity to stand out against your competition. We really want to see you get this right, so we provide free advice on how to text your customers responsibly and effectively. And we work with the UK's best providers of text services to make sure your campaigns work and are cost effective. On to the last of the 4 hot things in mobile. QR, or quick response codes. These are the black and white squares you see plastered all over everything these days. They're like barcodes but can store a lot more information. They're usually used to take you to a web address, but can do a lot more, like send texts, emails, and even provide your business card contact details. These are pretty much specific to the mobile internet, yet still there are a lot that miss this basic point. My main gripe is when I'm sent to a website that's not mobile ready. What on earth did they think I was going to scan it with? These QR codes give you the ability to place a promotion code on just about anything. So with a little bit of thought first, you can track the effectiveness of your marketing into real specifics. whose card gets scanned the most, which location gets us the most scans. Use of QR is growing rapidly, and you'll see this become more sophisticated very quickly. If you want to use QR, talk to us first. So, how do you do all of this? Simply start. It's only by doing this that you'll get to understand what works for you and your customers. You've got the power quite literally at your fingertips, and much of it you can now test out for free. So, as a thank you for those of you who are watching this video, we would like to provide you with a mobile homepage with some of your most vital things for engaging with a mobile audience for free. This page can capture all of your mobile traffic and introduce your company, provide the contact details and links to the most important things you want a mobile search to deliver. Just contact us at the end of this webinar and we'll set it up. Once you're set up, there's no obligation to do anything else with us, but if it starts working and you want to see how far it can go, then we also offer you free help and guidance on how you can take things further. This is a genuine free offer where you get access to an expert to discuss your ideas and challenges confidentially and for free. So, when should you start? Well, if the market opportunity is already ahead of us and we're only going to work out how to get better at it while we do it, we'd better start soon, right? So, how about now? The best advice we can give you is to start. Then we can create momentum and create something brilliant. And here's how. Go mobile. Get your homepage. It's free. There's no obligation. It's just a thank you from us to you for sharing your time and attention with us. And start texting. Talk to us to work out how. You'll be astonished at the results and your customers will thank you for it. And then measure. Capture everything. Improve and do it again. This is the only way to learn how to do things better. And that's what we're all about. We're here to help you communicate better. We're experts in mobile marketing and have a long history of supporting businesses to do great things for their customers. Because we focus first on people, then working on how to do things better before we apply the technology, you get the right tools to reach more customers more often. And because we understand the pressures of business, we've made it easy. The things our clients love most about us is that we make it easy for growing businesses to get started with new things. We keep to our promises on budgets, timescales, deliverables, and we deliver something your business will truly benefit from. So, if you're ready, let's start.